the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And today I'm here to review a movie that was back in theaters just a little while ago for its 50th anniversary. It was a re-release in limited theaters. And this is a very fun film. This is a movie I've seen a number of times, but I've never reviewed it. So the opportunity has come for me to finally give it a review. Ladies and gentlemen, my review of the 1968 comedy, The Producers, coming up now. Max Bialystock, the Broadway producer who was once the king of Broadway, has been extremely down on his luck, turning him into a washed-up, greedy mess who romances elderly women in exchange for them to fund his next play. One day, an accountant, Leo Bloom, comes to Max's office to do his books, and after discovering a discrepancy, comes to the conclusion that it's possible to make more money with a play that would be a big-time flop than one that would actually be a hit. The two finally decide to put the scheme into action and find the worst possible musical they can called Springtime for Hitler. Will their plan go off without a hitch? So what did I think of The Producers? I thought it's a fantastic comedy. The film is the directorial debut of comedic great Mel Brooks, who also won an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay. The jokes here are very funny, and there really are no misses. I found myself laughing out loud a good amount at all the witty humor. The physical comedy, slapstick, and sight gags are great as well, and everything works so well because of its leads and supporting cast of crazy characters. From Max trying to talk Leo into doing the scheme in a number of ways, to his escapades getting money from the old ladies, getting the writer to sign over the rights to the play, which is basically a love letter to Hitler, finding the perfectly bad director, and the auditions for the part of Hitler, and seeing bits and pieces of the play itself and the audience's reaction to it are a blast. For its time, the film could be seen as very controversial or risque, and some things probably still are today. The film, of course, turned into a huge Broadway hit in its own right, and of course got a big screen remake later on as well. The terrific cast stars Zero Mostel as Max Bialystock, the once famous Broadway producer fallen on hard times and wants to go through with the scheme to get rich. Gene Wilder as Leo Bloom, the nervous and sometimes hysterical accountant that gives in to and becomes Max's partner in crime. Kenneth Mars as Franz Liebken, the former Nazi who has a soft spot for Hitler, who wrote the play. Dick Shawn as LSD, the wacky hippie who plays Hitler in the show. Christopher Hewitt as Roger Dupree, the very flamboyant director that Max gets to direct the show. Andreas Voutenas, as Carmen Gia, Roger's assistant, and Lee Meredith as Ulla, Max and Leo's dancing Swedish receptionist who doesn't speak English. The Producer still holds up well, and is certainly a comedy classic all these years later. For those who aren't easily offended by this kind of material, it's a must-see. I'm going to give it the rating of A-List approved. That's right, it gets the A-List seal of approval. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WesTroopAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WesAlist. Until next time, Troop out.